Imagine a handful of people controlling fortunes so vast they shape industries, elections, and the daily lives of billions. Across 6 continents, a single richest individual on each holds keys to markets, resources, and power networks. Today, we trace the richest person from every continent and expose how their empires bend economies to their will. This journey will reveal boardroom gambits, bold acquisitions, and quiet influence hidden behind corporate names. We begin with North America, where tech, finance, and legacy industries collide at the top. The richest person in North America built an empire from silicon, software, and relentless reinvestment. Their estimated net worth eclipses most nations' GDPs and funds breakthroughs that redefine daily life. They dominate industries like cloud infrastructure, electric vehicles, or e-commerce, depending on their origin. A pivotal, risky bet, moving from software to physical products, turned a niche company into a global standard. Behind their rise, secretive reinvestment strategies, aggressive acquisitions, and a near-obsessive focus on scale. Now on to South America, where resource empires and media conglomerates crown a different kind of magnate. The continent's richest person often traces wealth to commodities, agribusiness, or telecom empires. Their net worth reflects control over supply chains that feed global markets and influence commodity prices. A decisive moment, consolidating smaller producers into a single, vertically integrated firm that cuts rivals off. Their companies touch everyday life through food, fuel, or the wireless networks people rely on. Moving to Europe, we find wealth born from centuries-old industries reinvented for the 21st century. Europe's richest often helm luxury conglomerates, banks, or energy giants with roots in old money and modern finance. Their strategy mixes brand control, strategic acquisitions, and relentless protection of legacy value. A turning point might be acquiring a rival label or steering a bank through a continent-wide crisis to emerge stronger. Their influence shapes fashion trends, credit availability, and the flow of capital across the Eurozone and beyond. Asia presents some of the most dramatic rises, where tech titans and industrial barons build empires at breakneck speed. The continent's richest person often controls conglomerates, spanning e-commerce, finance, AI, and manufacturing. Key strategies include platform monopolies, cross-subsidization, and using data as a competitive moat. A risky pivot, moving from domestic dominance to global expansion, has made headlines and upset competitors. Their companies influence how people shop, communicate, bank, and even learn. In Africa, the richest often rise from resource extraction, telecom growth, or diversified holdings across emerging markets. Their net worth may be concentrated in mining, energy, or fast-growing telecom empires that connect millions. A strategic move might be securing mining rights, negotiating favorable government deals, or consolidating regional assets. These firms can reshape local economies, create jobs, and at times wield outsized political influence. Australia and Oceania often crown entrepreneurs who dominate mining, agriculture, or tech niches tied to natural resources. Their wealth is tied to exporting raw materials, large-scale farms, or breakthroughs in resource tech. A defining strategy is leveraging scarce natural assets into global supply contracts or tech licensing deals. Their companies quietly touch industries from construction materials to the chips in modern devices. Each of these individuals wields influence far beyond their companies, shaping markets and policy by sheer capital weight. They use philanthropy, political contributions, and private advisory networks to sway public narratives and policy. Controversies often follow: regulatory battles, labor disputes, and questions about market monopolies. Surprising facts: some of these billionaires still live modestly while their firms run global logistics, or they own secretive investment arms most people never see. Behind the glossy narratives lie turning points, near bankruptcies, bold buyouts, and decisions made in the dead of night. Across borders, This concentration of wealth raises questions about accountability, market fairness, and democracy itself. So, what does the future hold when so much capital is controlled by so few individuals and entities? One possibility is more regulation and fragmentation as governments try to rebalance power and protect competition. Another path is even deeper integration as these empires expand into AI, space, and new forms of infrastructure. Whatever happens, the stories of these richest individuals reveal how money can convert influence into lasting global architecture. We've only scratched the surface of 6 lives that together shape billions of decisions and the flow of capital. If you want the deep dives into each continent's richest person, subscribe and we'll unpack their empires in detail. Because understanding who controls wealth is the first step to understanding how the world is run.